What is going on, people of the interwebs? I am Lucky13. Thank you for checking out this video and welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down just how hardcore the updated survival mode will be in Fallout 4. But damn, Daniel, did you see how Bethesda recovered from the leaked list of new survival content on Reddit? It was like Reddit was like, I'm just going to stick out my foot and trip you. And then Bethesda was like, man, I'm going to do a triple backflip and I'm going to stick the landing with a perfect 10. And they really did. They responded to the Reddit leak with a tweet that read, "Our fans are too smart. Early look at Fallout 4 survival mode on Reddit. We're still messing with it. More to come." And then they actually linked the leaked content. It was just amazing how they handled it. But it's actually the content on that list that brings you this video. The list is really, it's just absolutely monstrous. But what I will do is I'll link the entire thing down in the description of the video while pointing out a few of them, and then I can go ahead and discuss a few of my favorites. And then afterwards, I will give you a couple things that I think that would actually make this game a little more challenging when playing Fallout 4. You guys really know how like the story works on Fallout 4. You're out there trying to find Sean, that's your thing, and then you're trying to not die, and by not die you want to inflict more damage on the enemy than they can inflict on you so that they die before you die. Well, the problem is now on survival, the damage in the new survival has become more realistic. Whereas before you were like a Commonwealth bullet sponge, and if you put on that heavy armor you would just absorb the bullets and maybe do a little bit of damage but not really do anything really bad. Well, now according to this article, you can actually take more damage, but you also give more damage, so any type of damage is more lethal. And you know, now that we're really talking about damage from bullets and all that, we can also take advantage of maybe some of those corner cover mechanics that we've seen. I know that most people just run out there and VATS, or run out there and aim down the sights and just shoot, but maybe now we won't just stand and shoot it out like we're in some kind of like revolutionary war. And on that topic of damage, crippled limbs no longer just heal themselves after combat. I know you guys know before, whenever you finished a combat scenario, you would kind of walk away and your crippled limb would be like, oh, it's all better now. You'll actually have to get into your inventory and apply a stim pack, which in most cases really didn't matter because people already have set some kind of aid to their hotkeys. So unless there's really some kind of restructure where either A, the stim packs only heal limbs after combat, or B, they do away with the hotkeys, this really shouldn't affect or add too much difficulty to the game. But another huge addition to the new survival structure is there are no longer visible enemies on your compass from long distance. So the compass really just becomes a little less effective altogether, because not only will the enemies not be showing up, but now structures themselves will be harder to find on your compass. Any kind of structures, whether it's a city or a building or one of your settlements. So it is a little more difficult. Now that it's a little more difficult to find the enemies and a little more difficult to find the structures, I will actually give you away one of my strategies that I use, and I just kind of like spam the VATS button when I think I'm getting close to something. Well, you know, regardless of whether I think that I'm kind of got to watch my back or I'm running low on health, I just spam the hell out of the VATS button to kind of locate those enemies. If you know, if I need to find them, that's my way of doing it. So I just kind of crouch and I spam that button. But I'm afraid that strategy is really going to be coming to an end, because not only have they added that the enemies are not found on the compass, but they also added that, well, I guess it wouldn't be an added, it'd be a reimagination of the fatigue system. Sleep deprived, you lose AP, or you get a disease, you lose AP. The fatigue affects your AP or your action points, similarly to how radiation affects your health. Now in the Commonwealth, you can have that effect on your AP just like you have the radiation affects your health. The fatigue will affect your AP, which really works against me because I really do live by like the 3-second rule. So you can only kind of imagine what kind of shitty viruses you'll be picking up from food off the ground in the Commonwealth. I do have an idea though on what could actually make the game a little more difficult. Fallout 4 for survival mode, a little more hardcore, and it really hinges on no longer being able to fast travel, which is another thing they've added. They've gotten rid of the fast travel on the map. If they could remove the arrow that kind of represents our character, our sole survivor, from the Pip-Boy map, but maybe kind of highlight the location either you're closest to or the settlement that you're closest to, then that would make things a little more difficult. Or, you know, something that was actually speculated before Fallout 4 hit the shelves. What if they were to take the time to actually make it so that while you were in the Pip-Boy, time passes a little slowly? You know, kind of like when you're in VATS, you know, you click the VATS button, everything still moves, but it still moves kind of slow. I think that would be a great addition to Fallout 4. It would make things a little more difficult, but I just kind of want to know what you guys think. I mean, there's more out to that list, so if you want to take a minute to look at the list, and if you don't see yours, go ahead and leave it down in the description, or not the description, leave it down in the comments section. I have, again, provided the link down in the description of this video, and I'd love to see your comments on this. I appreciate you guys for checking out my video. If you liked the video, as always, hit the like button. I appreciate it. It's just fantastic to see the likes add up on these videos. And you guys can find me on Twitter. Somebody asked me the other day where they could, you know, message me. You can find me on Twitter at xXxLucky13 XXX. It's xXxLuckyXIIIxXX. And of course, I am Lucky13. Until my next video, guys, I will see you all down in the comments.